Well, hello everybody and welcome back. Today we get to look again at our blue Botswana agates and see how they're doing in their rock tumbling process. These blue Botswana agates are really showing us their beauty as we're going through our grit one, and I'm absolutely loving how they're turning out so far. And if you like this kind of content, make sure you give this video a big ol' thumbs up. And if you're new here, consider subscribing to this channel. I make new videos like this every single week, and let's get started. Okay, so let's take a look at our rocks and see how they are doing. So they are still in grit 1, and I'm not sure how much longer they'll be. I know last week when we were looking, there were a couple that I thought maybe could be moved on. So first, let's just rinse off our lid here. And as you can see, I did put down a towel here instead of just working on the pure white tabletop. I think it helps in twofold. It's not quite so bright for you guys, and I'm hoping that it's not quite as big of a mess to clean up in the end. So let's go ahead and dump these in and see how we are doing. And there's a couple just stuck to the bottom here, which tells me that they probably did not do much tumbling. And as you can see in there, they definitely don't look like they've been tumbled very much. So, oh yeah, those are really stuck. I'll have to just pick them out. There we go. But the other ones are actually looking pretty good. So let's give them a little bit of a rinse. And we will see how they're looking. Now, a few of you in the comments did mention about either using ceramic media or not using ceramic media, different things that you do in your own tumbling, and whether or not really you should use ceramic media in, see, glad I have the towel down, spilled over there, on whether you should or should not use ceramic media in the first and second stage. So I'm kind of debating on if I want to add any more ceramic media in right now, because a couple of things. My rocks are bigger, so having some ceramic media will help prevent any cracks or chips from the big rocks bouncing on each other. But it might also slow down the process of trying to move them on to the next step. So I think maybe I'll go kind of in between and add some ceramic media, but maybe not a whole lot. I'm gonna go clean out the barrel and I'll be right back. All right, I am back and the barrel is clean. So let's take a look at our rocks here and see how they are doing. Now, if we look close, they are getting a lot closer, I would say, to moving on to step 2. There's only really a few minor spots on here. Ooh, this one's looking really good. That maybe could use some more work. So as you can see, there's like little divots right there and there. That may or may not make a difference in our tumbling. Ooh, and as you can see, the brown spots on this one have really worn away from last week. They are looking really, really good. It's getting so close. I honestly think maybe just a couple more weeks in grit 1 for these, and they might be ready to move on. At least some of them. Like this one was a new addition. This one probably will not be ready. Oh my goodness though. Look at those eyes. Oh, look at those beautiful eye agates. Wow, that's really cool. So I might move ones like this one and the other new one. These two will take a little bit longer still in order to get them really nice and ready to move on. Once the rest are ready to move on, I'll probably take these ones out and add them to future tumbles. So let's just rinse them off a little bit more here. And again, I'm just in awe at how absolutely beautiful all of these rocks are. All right, I had to take a minute there. I am actually doing this during my newborn's nap time, so she decided to wake up and join us. And she wants to say hi. Hello. So she's gonna be our partner for the rest of this. She's becoming a young rock hound. So let's go ahead and get these put back in the barrel. Again, we are gonna do these again in stage 1, probably do that for a couple more weeks until these get just a little bit closer. I know that these could honestly be moved on, at least most of them. Probably not this one again. This was another newer addition, but most of them really could be moved on with how smooth they are, but I just really want them perfect, especially because they're just really, really beautiful rocks and I want them to look their absolute best. So let's get these back in the tumbler barrel and we will again do grit 1. Now, like I said, I will be adding some ceramic media again this time around because I wanted to try out a few different methods, and I really like all of your guys' suggestions in the comments just on different things that you guys have been trying in your tumbles or different ways that you do things. I think it's really fun to hear from you guys and the ways that you guys tumble your rocks. Oh, this one is so soft right here already, which is really exciting. So let's get these all back in here. Ooh, and we have some chips that broke off, which these little chips are kind of what you guys had mentioned on not having ceramic media in the tumbler, because since these are bigger rocks, they really do crash into each other a lot more when they're tumbling. So we did end up with some more kind of pieces broken off here, which is why I'm gonna try adding ceramic media this time around. Okay, so I have my ceramic media here, and let me open it. We're going to add, I don't know how much of this. Maybe I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle it in. So I'm just gonna add, I don't know, maybe half this bag worth of ceramic media, just to see how that works. Are you talking too? Do you want to say hi? Say hi, I'm gonna become a rock hound too one day. Oh, that is one thing I'm excited for when my little ones grow up. Even my son right now, he's only 2, but he already loves rocks and looking at mama's rocks and playing with mama's rocks. So I am pretty excited for when they grow up and we can all go rock hounding together. Okay, I think that will do it. Let's get some water in here. Woo, might have been a little bit too much. Yeah, let's pour some of this out. Hold on. Okay, I think that that's looking better. Let's go ahead and add our grit one. All right, so we have our grit here now, and we're gonna put in 2 scoops here again. Now, I am running out, so I'm going to have to purchase some more. And this grit that I have here is from the Rock Shed. Now, I know a lot of you guys really like the Rock Shed grit, but honestly, I'm not 100% sure how much I like it, which may be blasphemous, but I've noticed that this grit, when I'm dumping my big bucket here, all of the grit typically tends to settle to the bottom of the bucket, making it really difficult to rinse out the grit. I'm not sure how it's doing tumbling since it's my first time using it for the tumbling, but that is just one thing that I kind of noticed and just bugs me a little bit. So I honestly might just go back to the polyplastics when I am done with this grit. Oh, if I can get this on. There we go. Because yeah, I don't know. I will keep using this grit, of course, until I am done with it, but I might go back to polyplastics because I do really like the polyplastics, and I've always had a really good shine with them. So let me know in the comments if you think this is a terrible idea, but I personally really like polyplastics. So we'll get this twisted back on. We're gonna get this back on the barrel again for another week, and then we'll check on them and see if they're ready. I would say they probably won't be ready again next week. I'm gonna give it, I don't know, let's take a guess, 3 weeks? I think in 3 weeks they should be ready. But again, it's always important to change the grit every week because it does kind of disintegrate. So I will see you guys then. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you liked this video, and if you did, give it a big ol' thumbs up. If you're new here, consider subscribing to this channel. I make new videos like this every single week, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!